Well, I'm pretty sure the ratings just put a resounding stamp on that. By the way, people will still try to make excuses or other reasons, whatever it is. The mentally retarded mental gymnastics they will jump through to try to figure out what
It didn't start with a press conference or a leaked memo. It started behind a door, so private, not even the facility staff knew what was happening inside. Insiders are already calling it one of the most jaw-dropping moments in women's basketball history. It did not start with a podium, a statement, or a document that leaked out. It started behind a door guarded so closely that even the cleaning crew had no idea what was happening inside. Insiders are already naming this one of the most startling moments in the history of women's basketball.
the most watched regular season game since the WNBA opening weekend in 1997, NBC announced.
3 towering figures of the sport gathered at the Pacers training facility in the heart of Indiana. No camera crews, no journalists, only quiet murmurs, and those murmurs are quickly turning into full-blown gasps. Fans want answers, chatter is spreading fast, and front office staff are visibly on edge. What could pull together a first-year league standout, a seasoned veteran, and a man ranked among basketball's all-time greats? The response has been more than surprising. It could reshape the entire direction of the sport.
Scratch, scratch, bad scratch. And then this
Clark already lived through the biggest rookie season the league has ever recorded, so drawing attention is nothing new for her. But this gathering has nothing to do with scoring runs or clutch shots. It ties back to power, legacy, and a shift in how the game operates. Once all 3 stood in the same room, it stopped being a simple meeting and became a signal. This group sits at the center of something enormous, currently taking shape. Insiders say a new chapter for the sport has begun, with speculation ranging from mentorship programs to full league restructuring, and even whispers of partnerships between men's and women's basketball, so close the line between the two would blur entirely. Whatever the truth turns out to be, it clearly reaches beyond the court, toward rewriting the sport, building something lasting, connecting different eras of players, and lifting women's basketball to new heights.
I don't need anybody telling me who I need to root for MVP. No, I'll root for the people I want to fucking root for.
Clark's journey to this point has been extraordinary. She didn't simply enter the league, she reshaped it. Sold-out arenas, record-setting viewership, and jerseys disappearing off shelves followed her everywhere. In a single rookie season, she turned a league into a cultural force. Her impact reaches beyond deep threes and highlight clips. It's about controlling the culture. When she takes the floor, stadiums don't just fill, they roar. From her days on Indiana hardwood to her college run at Iowa, her name became shorthand for must-watch basketball. And it wasn't only Indiana that caught the fever, the entire league felt it.
Maybe the first time I've heard all year any actual announcers be fair during a WNBA broadcast.
ESPN began covering Clark the way it covers NBA stars. Networks shifted their primetime schedules around her games, and the numbers backed it up. Close to 1 million viewers tuned into her biggest matchups, a figure unheard of for the league, and a milestone for sports broadcasting overall. Her reach extended beyond the box score too. Major brands came calling. Gatorade, Nike, and Beats all signed her, pushing her into marketing stardom. Behind closed doors, executives scrambled to rework contracts. Broadcast deals were renegotiated, and players started believing this could be the turning point for the entire sport. Now consider Cunningham, the unpredictable piece of this puzzle. Toughness, hustle, and raw energy define her game. If Clark represents the flame, Cunningham is the fuel that keeps it burning. After 6 seasons with the Phoenix Mercury, she's no stranger to friction, or to leading from the front, the kind of competitor who'll dive for a loose ball without hesitation, then calmly explain the play afterward like it's routine. When she talks, people actually listen, on pay disputes, locker room standards, and how media treats players. Her nerve is the reason she belongs among icons. Even away from cameras, she challenges the system without flinching because she understands the game inside and out. But the real strength she brings is credibility. She isn't polished for the cameras or built for corporate approval, she's genuine and blunt, and that honesty earns respect. Her role in this developing project signals that this isn't entertainment, it's about actual change and substance. Groundwork she has quietly laid for years around leadership, labor advocacy, and player rights. Then there's Larry Bird, Indiana's hometown hero, a three-time champion, three-time MVP, and owner of some of the sharpest trash talk the league has ever witnessed. He isn't here to relive old glory, he's here because he believes in something larger than his own name. And when a man who stayed silent for years suddenly reappears, it demands attention. As an executive, he built competitive rosters, shaped franchises, handled drafts, coached and guided players, with his influence touching every Indiana basketball program, the Pacers included, along with the Celtics. Bird is essential to the sport, and the answer to why he's stepping out of the shadows now is straightforward. Clark is the ignition, and Bird knows how to turn a spark into a full blaze. His presence isn't symbolic, it's calculated, connecting old-school grit with modern-day skill as both builder and guide. Picture Bird mentoring Clark, teaching her how to build a roster, manage fame, and construct something that outlasts her playing days. Not ordinary mentorship, but a handoff, a passing of the torch. There's something fitting about all of this unfolding in Indiana, a place where basketball isn't just a game, it's practically sacred. Clark ignited the fever, Cunningham competed in Midwest high school tournaments, and Bird himself came up playing Indiana ball. This isn't chance, it's practically destiny. Across the state, fans are buzzing, news vans are camped outside practice facilities, and somewhere behind closed doors, a plan is being drawn up capable of changing everything. Sources say this goes well beyond boosting sponsorships or ratings. The architects behind it, Bird, Cunningham, and Clark, want to rebuild the entire professional basketball system from the ground up, with NBA and WNBA athletes training side by side and equal resources on both leagues. Word is that groundwork is already being laid. Training centers, media outlets, and development pipelines run jointly by legends from both the men's and women's game. Bird is reportedly pushing the NBA to back a full merger of resources. Cunningham is championing union protections and policy reform, and Clark is described as both a superstar and a change agent pushing back against the current system rather than praising it. Supporters are mobilizing rather than sitting back. Social media chatter has hit a fever pitch, and calls for transparency about what this secret Indiana meeting really means keep growing. Rumor suggests this private meeting could evolve into a televised announcement, and speculation is already spreading about other legends potentially joining the effort. This isn't just a basketball headline, it's a story about influence, about three individuals from three different eras of the sport reshaping its entire trajectory. Whatever the full details turn out to be, one thing is certain: this chapter of league history stands apart from the rest, and every move these three make from here will matter.